Welcome, everyone. My name is Michael Rouse. We want to welcome you to our first virtual open house for our new location at Devon Prep, a wonderful school partner, and an exciting summer is ahead. And we look forward to sharing with you a number of things tonight, and we'll be able to get started right now. So our agenda is as follows. We're going to do some introductions and about who we are and why ESF as a choice this summer. We're going to talk about some camp options that we'll be providing at Devon Prep from a programmatic standpoint. We'll give you a little bit more detail on all the programs and exciting things that will be happening on Devon Prep's campus this summer, how to enroll in them. We'll have a Q&A at the end. But before we do that, I'd like to just take a moment just to introduce you to tonight's speakers. We're celebrating our first year at Devon Prep, and I would like to introduce Father Nelson and Patrick Kane, two very important people who have been extremely supportive and excited to host us this summer at Devon Prep. We did a lot of due diligence when we decided to move from Episcopal Academy after being in that surrounding area for about 28 years. And we had some high expectations on the type of partnership of a school with the right values, with the right type of community. And we were super excited to get to know Devon Prep, Father Nelson and Patrick Kane, who come with a tremendous amount of great experience, but also with what they're doing at Devon Prep. It's extraordinary. And growing up in the area, I didn't really know much about Devon Prep other than in athletic competitions and things like that. Wasn't even on the campus until we got invited, which was many, many years after I graduated from school. And so when I came on the campus, it was amazing to see all the great things that Devon Prep has, but also the new construction that has been completed on a vision that really has created an extraordinary ability for people to learn on the campus. And so I'd like to introduce Devon Prep's headmaster, Father Nelson, and Patrick Kane, the Director of External Communications. Welcome.
Thank you, Michael. Good evening, everyone. I am Father Nelson Henao, and I am the headmaster here at Devon Prep. I am a religious priest that belongs to the Pietist order founded in Rome in 1617 by Saint Joseph Calasanz. And the charism of our religious order is education. We have more than 200 schools around the world. And our philosophy has always been the integral education of youth. And the pillars of education for us are based on academic learning, the continuous spiritual growth of the individual, and of course, sports activities. And these are the central elements upon which the formative foundation of the individual, which we believe society needs, are built. We are truly excited about this new adventure that is beginning with the partnership with ESF. We are aware of the experience, tradition, and quality of their work with young people, and that is why we have opened the doors of our institution to this partnership. Thank you, ESF, for coming to us. We'll be open arms for everyone that wants to come to visit us.
Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father Nelson. Really appreciate it. I'd like to introduce you to Patrick Kane as well.
Hello, everyone. I'm Pat Kane. I work right alongside Father Nelson here at Devon Prep. And we are so excited to have ESF coming to our campus this year and moving into the future. We've been looking for an opportunity for the past few years to partner with the summer camp institution. And when the communication came about and the opportunity was there, we really felt that this could be the right fit for our campus and for our needs. And we also felt we were in a better position now than ever before to host a camp like ESF on our campus. We've spent the last 8 years really putting a lot of money back into the facilities at the institution. As Michael had brought up, we did a $5.5 million renovation on our main school building. We renovated one of our older cottage residences into a tech arts center. We built a nice courtyard outside of that. And then we just recently completed a $3.3 million renovation of our athletic field and built a brand new indoor turf field house. So with all of that happening, we felt like this was too good of an opportunity for us to pass up. And in speaking with Michael and his team, we really felt from a value standpoint, we were both on the same page, and that this partnership would really make a lot of sense for both ESF and Devon Prep. So we're very grateful to be in this position, to be kicking off this inaugural year of ESF at Devon, and no pressure at all in the movement from Episcopal. We're more than ready to take on the role and see ESF have another great 20+ years here at Devon Prep. So thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you on our campus this summer.
Thank you, Patrick. And I just want to say, you kind of undersold the indoor field that you have. It is probably one of the best independent private school indoor turf fields that has air conditioning, and it has all the bells and whistles. So it's spectacular, let alone the other facilities. So thank you, and thank you, Father, for that. I'd also like to take a moment just to introduce you to our amazing site director, Mr. Paul, who has made the summers at ESF at Episcopal so very special. And we are excited about he and the entire leadership team coming over to Devon Prep.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Michael. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us. And thank you, Pat and Father Nelson, for the warm welcome. And we're really looking forward to a long, lasting partnership here. I can piggyback right on top of what Pat had talked about. I am an educator through and through. I teach during a year, and I've been hanging out 21 summers there. This marks 21st summer coming up, which I really install that number on top of my team. A leader can only go as so far as the team, and our team summer to summer are just absolutely awesome, and they really pour their souls into our young people and give them those experiences that last lifetimes and can really change the outcome of a young person's life. So very much looking forward to continuing what we do. We have a lot of our staff coming back from Episcopal. I'm happy to say my entire leadership team will be back. So in our eyes, we're turning the page as we do every year, and going to continue what we do. Lots of costumes, lots of dancing. One of the first questions I asked Pat when I was on campus is, how do the neighbors feel about being loud here? So we're gonna get a little noisy on campus, and we're gonna have a great time. But excited to be back for another go, and looking forward to seeing some new and familiar faces on campus, both within the new the Devon community, and then also our returning camper families coming back for another season. So time is ticking, so we're getting close. So I'm starting to get the itch again here. But I pulled out my fresh ESF shirt today. It hasn't been worn for a couple months, and I started to get a little fired up there. So pumped, and looking forward to hanging out on Devon and hanging out with some great people and awesome kids. So thanks for hanging, and hopefully you get all your questions answered today.
Thanks, Paul. I'd also like to introduce you to Debbie Russo, our Director of Programming, and Susan Gambesha, our Director of Customer Engagement.
Hi, everyone. I'm Debbie. I just want to also say thank you to Father and to Patrick. From the moment we stepped foot on the campus to start talking about a potential partnership, we were greeted with nothing but warmth, enthusiasm, and excitement for the partnership. And for that, we are so grateful. And every interaction we have had from the moment we've hit the go button has been nothing but amazing. And we're really grateful. So thank you for that. I'm Debbie. This is my 32nd year full-time working for ESF. I am a teacher by degree, have taught for many years before coming to ESF. And I am responsible for all of the programming and marketing. So I cannot wait a little bit further on in our presentation tonight. I'm going to tell you about all the exciting camps and special events and everything we have planned for this summer. It is going to be a blast. And I will tell you, Mr. Paul is he's something to be reckoned with. You will see him flying around in superhero outfits. Every masquerade day he goes all out. So we have a blast, and Paul leads an amazing camp. So excited to get going here. I'll pass it on to Susan.
Oh, great. Thanks, Debbie. Hi, everyone. I echo everyone's comments that they have just made. We are super excited about the inaugural season at Devon Prep. I'm Susan Gambesha. I lead the customer engagement team at our ESF headquarters in Bryn Mawr. And our team gets super excited about taking care of our camp parents and our families. We hold your hand from the beginning of the registration process all the way through day one. And we couldn't be more excited to see Devon Prep this summer. Although we're really behind the scenes, we make everything happen, all the magic happen. Super excited to be at Devon, and we're ready for an exciting summer. So great to be with you all this evening, and I'll pass it back to Michael.
Thank you, Susan.
You're welcome.
So we are doing this webinar format virtually, as you know. And so I just want to give you an idea of how tonight will work. So you can see us, but we cannot see you. So if you're raising your hand, please bear with us. There'll be a way to actually ask some questions tonight, which we'll explain right now. First of all, we value your questions. So as we proceed throughout the presentation, please enter any questions that you may have by using the Q&A function in Zoom, which is down on the bottom, I believe, of your computer, and you'll see the ability to chat. So if you send us that, we'll be collecting those questions and trying to either answer back using texting back to you, or we'll actually, if it's a theme, we'll actually announce the question so that everybody can hear it. We'll answer as many questions as we can tonight as they come in, as well as at the end of the presentation. We will also be happy to follow up with you with any specific questions that you may have relating to this coming summer, relating to our new location, relating to staff, which is the entire leadership team is back. Anything at all, we're happy to answer those questions. And then just know that we are recording this presentation, and a copy will be made available to you in the next day or so after we complete tonight. So how to submit questions is the next question. So if you could just click the Q&A icon to type in your question, we'll answer as many questions as I mentioned tonight as we can, and we'll be happy to follow up with you. How to follow us on social media. We are both on Instagram and Facebook. So a great way to just keep in touch in terms of new announcements that we're making, and to join our ESF community, I would recommend just to scan the QR code for both Instagram and Facebook, which will then allow you to follow us. And you'll get to hear about all the great announcements and things like that that's going to be happening for news and updates and connections at camp. And this is really a great way that you won't be able to miss out on any of your child's Max Joy moments this summer, which will be a closed community that you'll be able to follow on both Instagram and Facebook. just to talk to you about last summer. Last summer was pretty special. We questionnaire our families every year, and our summer of 2023 was spectacular. From the feedback that we received from our families, there was a really great impact. And this is really kind of our report card every year that we really pride ourselves on, to really make sure that we are a relevant programming for children, and that we are making a positive impact on children's lives. And so we were really pleased to look at the positive results, which, you know, we're in the high 90% quintile when it comes to 97% of our families felt that their children's self-confidence really increased. 98% that we exceeded their expectations, that we were the best camp around, that we were safe in our families' eyes, and that their children enjoyed camp. So we were really pleased about our numbers, and we are excited for that consistency to continue without missing a beat at Devon Prep. We have won some awards if you're new to ESF, which we're really proud of. One of them is the Project Play Award, which was awarded to us by the Aspen Institute. The Aspen Institute is a world-renowned foundation which really invests in various causes around the world. We are the only summer enrichment program that has ever won this award, and we were deemed as champion, and we're very, very fortunate to have received this. And it really plays to, you know, who we are, which is that, you know, our ESF stands for education, sports, and fun. And what we're trying to do is to really create a platform where campers can become the best version of themselves. And we really thread it in with our traditions and our character development and the leadership piece, as well as the activities that are STEM or athletic or arts related, which really is a key component to helping our kids really thrive and to create new passions and to build new skills as campers, so that they're excited about life. We've also been the recipient of several other awards that we've received over the years, being best camp in the area, as well as the safest camp in the United States, according to the Food and Allergy Network, which we're really proud about as well, which is we would advance the slide, you would see what those are. So we're really proud about those these awards as well. Our mission. So just to talk to you briefly about our mission is to provide the finest experience for people of all ages, experiences that will be remembered for a lifetime. And what is the ESF difference in what we do? First of all, we have a dynamic, experienced staff who are experienced. So we don't hire inexperienced people who are underage. We have educators as well as college students who are studying elementary ed, special ed, or something child related in nursing and physical therapy and OT. We have a dynamic staff. They each receive 15 hours of training. We evaluate our staff daily. They receive two evaluations that are written, and then we rank our staff every year, which is important to know, which we only will invite back the top 80% of our staff every year. Obviously, if somebody was underperforming and unsafe, they're immediately gone that minute. But we really pride ourselves in having the best staff in any type of summer camp in the area. And that is one of the reasons why we have had such great consistency in having our staff return year after year. And a high percentage of our staff are teachers, like Mr. Paul, who have been with us for over 21 years. He started with us in college, and now he's a teacher at his school. And we're really blessed to have people like Mr. Paul who are committed to the ESF mission, but at the same time, they're experts in that field, which we're really excited about. Besides that, we're really in the business of building life skills for our campers. We feel like our programming is very relevant for today's youth, and our job is to really build those life skills, from the basics of like swimming to the leadership piece to the resiliency and the drive and all those other pieces that come together through our traditions that we do at camp, which we'll talk about tonight. The premier facilities are really key for an ESF site, and that is why we were so excited to find and this great partnership with Devon Prep. And Devon Prep really is transformed into, in our opinion, this ultimate summer playground for learning, which is really, in our words, a learning lab with state-of-the-art facilities for just an amazing camp experience, rain or shine, with air conditioning, with proper indoor facilities, with STEM labs, with indoor turf, which we've never had before, with outdoor turf and fields for all sports. We're very, very fortunate and excited to be a part of this new chapter for ESF at Devon Prep. So the ESF difference also, besides our all-adult staff, we really have an incredible curriculum. And this curriculum changes every year. So that if you're an alum with us, you won't see the same types of theme days. You won't see the same types of projects coming home. Everything changes year after year, and we keep it fresh and exciting so that our campers continue to grow and to do exciting things that are relevant to today's youth, which Debbie will be talking a little bit about later on tonight. Also, we have some wonderful partners that are involved with us. Our STEM design, from a curriculum standpoint, we have partnered up with the Franklin Institute for over the past 8 years. And this is cutting edge STEM programming that we pick the best of this programming that nobody does except for our ESF campers. We also have a wonderful relationship with Under Armour, which provides us with tremendous amounts of performance, fitness, and exercise routines that the pros are doing, that we're able to have our kids try and to learn to really stay healthy and to stay conditioned, which is really important. We also have a partnership with Nemours Health, which is an incredible thinking partner and a medical partner on our team that keeps our campers and our families always safe. We have some wonderful webinars that we do throughout the year with them, and also great health tips for today's ever-changing landscape when it comes to flu season and allergy season and all the different things that come with today's child's health, including mental health. And so we are very fortunate to have Nemours as part of our partnership. Dartmouth University, we do some consulting with them, which is a really special place, and we're very excited to be working with them. Our relationship with the Philadelphia Phillies is over 30 years old, which we run our Phillies Baseball Academy and our Phillies Fantasy Camp. Also, we have a 76ers basketball program that we'll be talking about, that we'll be hosting at Devon Prep this summer. And we also work with the Youth Performance Institute, which is really dedicated to helping youth achieve their goals in life. Our 3 top health and wellness subject matter experts are Dr. Munya Khanna, specializes in mental health, anxiety, and OCD in youth. Dr. Jim Lair, who's the legendary human performance coach. He's coached 17 #1 athletes in 6 different sports. And the top allergist in the area is Dr. Jack Becker, who is our medical doctor, who has been with us for over 20 years. So we really have a wonderful team, and something that you don't see at most camps. And we're so happy to have this team that we have, and has been consistent for 10 plus years with everybody's involvement. We've also been voted the safest camp in America, as I mentioned, by the Food and Allergy Network. And the reason why for that is it's because of our low ratios, our adult staff, our training of our staff, as I mentioned, how we evaluate and how we rank our staff, and how we evaluate them every day, and how a high percentage of our staff return year after year. 20% of our staff every year were former campers, which is really important to know. They are just as excited about camp as we are, because they were a camper at one point, and they know how to bring together and bring alive our different traditions and what they stand for, which is really important, which they pass on to campers summer after summer, which is really great. Some other things that make ESF different is our traditions. So our traditions are really our life skills that we thread through different types of activities that we do at camp every day. And these are actually aha moments that our campers are doing and learning and developing without even knowing it. They're fun activities that create these opportunities for our campers to build the confidence that really develop these, what we call muscles, character muscles. And we really focus in on these 10 areas of our campers' development. Whether your child's 3 years old or 15 years old, we are constantly looking at these different character muscles to really help them learn them and to develop their inner talents and self-esteem and self-confidence. Our job at camp is to really catch our kids doing something great in an authentic way and let them know about it. This is the opportunity to be a part of a learning lab every summer where our campers really are exposed to new things, new activities, meeting new friends, getting that new best friend, and learning something about themselves that is really exciting. Unfortunately, in today's environment, some campers are coming from schools that basically are always catching them, doing something wrong. Can't do this, can't do that. Here's a demerit here, here's a demerit there. And we do the exact opposite at camp. Let's catch our campers doing something great in an authentic way and let them know about it. And so we have different traditions like the gratitude rock and the spirit stick and the scout and the captain and world league and all these different kinds of traditions that we have all sprinkled through the entire summer that really helps our campers become the best version of themselves. In addition to that, we have our Captain Respectacular, which is our superhero on site. And there's only there's no rules at camp. There's 3 agreements that every camper agrees to, and that is to respect oneself, to respect others, and to respect our campus. And that is really the only 3. And if they can learn those 3, they'll make the world a better place. And they look out for each other, they look out for themselves, and they also look out for each other at this wonderful campus. I mentioned the spirit stick and the oracle challenges. These are kind of like the Stanley Cup of the day camp and of the senior camp, which is a friendly competition that happens every morning. It's a pep rally, and the winners get a chance to carry the spirit stick or the oracle, depending upon their age and which grade they're in. They get to carry that throughout the day, which is a big deal. We also have our U-Rock and Go Big awards. BIG stands for Begin in Gratitude. And it's one of our highlights of each week where we talk to our campers and we try to catch them doing something great. And they get these sunglasses if they have rocked everybody. And it's awesome. And it's just a great way for our campers to just feel the excitement and to be in that gratitude moment, and also to really look at the future, which is super bright. We also have a leadership component in all of our camps, whether they're in day camp, sports camp, senior camp. We have scouts, we have captains, we have ambassadors in each one. And each of our campers get an opportunity at one point to be that leader with another camper so that they can develop those skills, which is really important. So it's something that our campers really look forward to. We also have dance parties and pep rallies before certain events. There's always a lot of fun happening on if it's a pep rally before a World League game or if it's a dance party every Friday. That makes it a ton of fun. Our car line has been compared to some dance parties where our families even get into it in car line. You'll see some music playing. You'll see our campers, our staff members dancing, and it really we make actually car line very, very fun. As a parent driving up, you have the choice of staying in car line, which most of our families do, or you can park and walk in. Our parents love it because they can drop off and pick up, staying in car line, and we make sure it runs very smooth and quickly for our families. And we really make sure that each morning and afternoon ends on a great note or begins on a great note as well. And then We also have our Legends tradition, and this is really, we have a lot of campers that have been with us over the years that celebrate 10 years with us every year. And when they get to that 10th year, they get their Legends jacket at the end of the summer. And again, it's because they really showed these different muscles of character over the course of that time frame. And we've had an incredible record of legends that have stayed with us for 10 years at ESF, and then they jump right into becoming a staff member, and then it's been wonderful. So we have actually 2 full-time staff members who are legends of ESF as well, where they've spent pretty much their entire life with us, and then now they're working full-time, which is great. And we also have what we call our superhero cards. So throughout the day, as we're walking around, campers are caught doing great things. And sometimes we gamify it where our campers begin to collect things. And if somebody sees somebody doing something great, we surprise them with somebody being able to show them a deck of cards, and campers get a chance to pull one out. And so it could be some points. It could be somebody like Debbie Russo, who's got her own superhero card. It's kind of a fun way which our younger campers get a chance to collect them over the course of the summertime, which is a lot of fun. So I want to turn it over to Debbie, who's going to talk to you about our camp options this summer at Devon Prep and the exciting programming that we'll be offering. Take it away, Debbie.
Thanks, Michael. So at ESF, we like to say that we give children the ability to grow up ESF. And what we mean by that is, a child can start with us when they are in preschool and literally grow with us throughout our different programs, different summers, enjoy different programs, and then ultimately become a young leader. And then maybe someday, as Michael said, work for us, whether it's just in the summer or full time. So we have had children stay with us for 10 years who are now legends. And as Michael said, we even have some executive team members. So we really love to form bonds and relationships with our campers and our families that really do last a lifetime. So we begin with mini camp for our little preschool and pre-K campers. And we always say that, this is our campers' really first experience in a summer group setting. Some of our 3-year-olds, it's the first time they're actually even in a group with other children their age. A lot of our preschool campers are coming to us before they go to nursery school. So we really take that responsibility very seriously in terms of safety and nurturing, and in how we implement the programming for we call them our littles. They do everything from daily swimming and sports and arts and crafts, science, nature. We have something called Play Zone, which is a combination of music and manipulatives like blocks and building and games and singing, just everything to build not only their minds, but also their connections with other children. As they grow out of mini camp, they go into what we call day camp, and that's for kindergarten, 1st and 2nd graders. Again, all of the programming is designed for this age level. We have different themes in science, we have art, we have movement and mindfulness, we have sports, Gaga, archery, and all of our programs for each of these 2 camps are infused with very, very rich traditions that are specifically for these camps. So what happens as the campers grow into our next level, which you'll see on the next slide, which is our senior camp, moving from day camp into senior camp is really a big rite of passage. And you can turn the slide. And as they go into senior camp, we have what we call the moving up ceremony. So it's a really big deal when you end your summer as a 2nd grader in day camp. We then have a big ceremony where they go into senior camp, and they're very excited to move into the next level of the ESF. At senior camp, we have something that are called True Life Adventures, where each week the focus is on something different, whether it's cooking or filmmaking or climbing our big rock wall. The True Life Adventures change, And then in addition to those on any given day or week, we also have swimming, we have art, we have team building, sports, games, senior quest. And then we have something which is called electives. And that's a special part of the day where the senior campers can pick what they want to do. We realize that once children start to be in third, fourth, fifth, and up, they really want to start making more decisions on what their camp day will look like. And elective is a really fun part of the day for the kids, and they really do love it. We also have for our first through ninth graders our multi-sports camp. And our multi-sports camp is a combination of not only athletics, but character building. We teach young athletes not only skills, but also, actually skills in 8 different sports. But we also teach them how to build their body, how to work as a team. We teach sportsmanship. So we definitely try to infuse the values of athletics in addition to the games and the actual skill building for each of the different sports. As you can see them here: basketball, baseball, soccer, flag football, lacrosse, swimming, European team handball, and street hockey. And swimming is also a part of the sports camp experience. We also have a variety of what we call specialty major camps in the area of visual and performing arts. We have specialty major camps in the STEM area, engineering, and we also have technology. A lot of different technology camps, from game development, coding, web development, robotics with Vex, Roblox, Minecraft, and the list goes on. So what's nice about our specialty major camps, they are 1 week deep dives into a very specific topic, whether it's dance or art or engineering or technology. So you can combine them with the other core camp experiences. So if you are in senior camp for most of the summer, but you see that for 1 week we're offering an art camp or a tech camp that your child really wants to go to, you can blend the two. And we have a ton of campers who do that. So that we feel that's a really exciting addition to the core camps that we offer. So in terms of, before I get into what's new for this summer, we also have a young leaders program for our 9th and 10th grade, rising 9th and 10th graders. So what happens as our campers go through all of our core programs and our specialty and our tech camps, once they hit 9th grade, they want to stay with us. So we offer a leadership development program where they actually get to work with our counselors and our specialists to learn the skills of being a good counselor. And they get immersed in the groups. They learn about group management. They learn about managing behaviors. They are not counselors, and they do not have counselor responsibilities, but it is clearly a training program for them to one day move into that role. They also get weekly professional development from our leadership team. They have various workshops. And what's also fun, which they love, each week they get to create a special event for our day camp. So whether it's planning a morning assembly or planning a time where they're actually building teddy bears with our mini campers or reading stories, they get their own special opportunities to have leadership moments with our campers. Okay, so what's going to be new for this summer for mini and day camp? We have new theme weeks. We have Wacky Wednesdays, where Mr. Paul loves the Wacky Wednesdays. We have everything from Masquerade Day to Neon Day, where people get, all of our staff and our campers come all dressed up in whatever the theme is. And the amount of campers, it's camp-wide. Everybody gets into it. Everybody gets dressed up. We even have parents coming through Carline who also get dressed up in the theme, and it's a blast. We're going to have new art projects, new special events, new service learning opportunities. We even have for our littles after camp events where from after camp till about 6 o'clock at night, they can stay at camp and just do some more fun things. And these events are themed. So we have a Stars, Stripes, Sprinkles ice cream party for our first graders. We have a sleep under for our second graders. And these are really events that they look forward to. And again, a rite of passage for moving, through the different grade levels within the camp. Excuse me, our sports lab has a lot of special events coming up this summer. We have our Iron Camper event, which is a whole week of action-packed team events. And the topic around this is really helping the kids develop strength, fitness, and endurance. So the whole week is scoped out. We have an inflatable obstacle course that comes on board. We have different races, different events, and it's really a camper favorite. We also have something called World League Competition, where all of the ESF camps will travel to another site to actually compete in a really fun-filled day of sports. And what we really love about our World League games is that while there is competition, what ends up happening is the way it's framed, it's a day of competition, but also friendship. So what happens, the campers really build friendships with children from other sites. And each year when they return, it's like a reunion. And not only do the staff get together, the kids get to know each other, and it's an awesome, awesome day. So we will have 2 World League competitions during the summer where the campers will travel to another location. And we also have something that is called ALT, which is an advanced level training program for our older athletes in sports lab. As the children grow older, they want to start developing different skills. So we really teach them the Under Armour fitness methodology for how they can condition their body. And the Under Armour approach is move better, faster, stronger, longer. So each week we focus on a different aspect of that Under Armour fitness methodology. And by the end of the summer, you will definitely see a difference in your child's not only body development, but also how they are viewing their development within sports.
Deb, if I could just say one thing about Sports Lab.
Sure.
Sports Lab is something that I think our partnership with Devon Prep is fully aligned because I see their students are exposed to playing multiple sports throughout the course of the school year. And, with our work with Jim Lair and Under Armour, the philosophy of multi-sport experience all the way through until you get to your tail end of high school, where you commit to that one sport in, say, 10th grade or 11th grade, is really important to know, because there's a lot of philosophy and a lot of programs out there today where it has children being exposed to one sport year round, and it leads to burnout, it leads to multiple injuries, and it also leads to a lack of growth. And so the Sports Lab really was designed to help children to be exposed to 8 different sports every week, where they play 2 sports a day. And, our goal is by middle school that they really have excelled and they understand each of those sports that they've learned. They can't pick one and play only 2 the whole week. No, they're exposed to all 8. And it's such a great camp for kids who, 2 types of children who go to this particular camp. The ones that eat, sleep, and live sports, and they can't get enough of it. And I was one of those types of kids that grew up that way, but was not exposed to lacrosse and was not exposed to some other sports. And that's one of the reasons why, we created this program. The second is for a child whose parents would like them to be exposed to sports. And some schools don't have after school, programming on a sports level with instruction, which forces parents to then have to take them to different types of programs. And some of those programs, they kind of force you into a year-round program. Our job is to really teach your child all 8 sports, the fundamental skills, what the competition's like, and we are catching kids doing great things where they're awarded for teamwork and effort and hustle, not who's the best athlete. The competition takes care of itself and they love it. And so if you're thinking about your child's development in sports, this is a great place for them to start to get to know and to feel comfortable and confident playing sports with this with Sports Lab. Thanks, Debbie.
Sure, thank you. And then our senior camp, every year we have new TLAs, we have new elective opportunities, new activities within the electives. Our senior camp showdown is a huge tradition, and that is a week-long. It's a week-long competition, really, where every day there are different events where the children are building their physical and mental agility, critical thinking, and teamwork. And there's relay races, there's camp-wide obstacle courses, just a bunch of fun trivia contests, and every day is something different. The kids form different teams, they make flags, they do their own cheers, so it's a blast. They also have theme weeks, wacky Wednesdays, new projects, and all the different activities. And they also have 2 after camp events as well. They have something called the Great American Picnic, big barbecue. We have a bunch of games, outdoor field games. And then we also have a beach party after camp one day. And then we have a camp-wide event, which not only is a blast for the campers and the staff, but I will tell you, families get totally into it. It is our Ultimate Games, which a lot of camps call it their Color War, but we call it Ultimate Games, where the whole camp divides into a green team and a blue team. And, some of you may have a camper child that's going to be on the blue and some's going to be on the green. So your family might have blue and green going on at the same time. But we encourage our families to, decorate their cars as they're coming through car line, put the streamers on there. And throughout the entire week, we'll be posting out in car line, what are the points of the different, the green versus the blue, all the different events that happen. And, as Michael said, we are not just about the games and the winning and the points. Our campers during the camp-wide week of Ultimate Games, they can also earn points for good sportsmanship. They earn points for respect. They earn points for teamwork. So in addition to winning or losing the game, more of the emphasis is really put on how are you playing the game? Are you being respectful? Is your group working as a team? So they can win points for a lot of things. So that's something to really look forward to and to get involved in. It's fun. And then new for our specialty camps, we have a lot of different physical and earth science programs, as Michael said, through the Franklin Institute, some of which are dino detectives for littles. We have a spy camp, we have space camp, we have Mess Fest and Ooey Gooey, which is kind of all the kitchen chemistry fun things. We have some life science programs. We have a junior doctor program. We have a junior vet program. We have a partnership with the Center for Aquatic Science down at the Camden Aquarium, and we will be doing Ocean in Motion for the older kids and a marine biology program as well. We have an engineering program with Legos, and the theme of that is going to be Marvelous Engineering, which is a superhero theme, which the kids also love. And then we have some programs in the arts. We have different visual art program. We also have dance performing arts camps. We're going to do a Shake It Off, which is a Taylor Swift inspired dance camp, and the Magical World of Dance, which is more of a Disney inspired dance camp. And then our technology programs, as I mentioned before, we're going to be doing robotics with Vex, Vex Go, and Vex 123. We're doing some gaming camps, which will include Minecraft education and Roblox. Also for the older kids, Roblox Studio, some web design, and some makerspace programs. So at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Michael to talk about our swim program. And thank you so much. There's a lot of great programming. We hope you will join us. And
Thank you,
turn
Debbie.
it over to Michael.
Thanks, Debbie. So swimming is one of our top activities at camp. We are super excited for our aquatic staff to be coming back to our Devon Prep site, and we'll be swimming off-site, which is less than 4 minutes away at a exciting location. Our criteria has been to just find an exclusive pool that we can use throughout the day, that is safe, that is actually warm, and also it allows our youngest campers as well as our oldest campers to be able to swim freely in our instructional swim program with plenty of space. So we've zoned in after looking at several pools in the immediate area, which is great because there's several pools in the area. And so we're excited about our new pool. All of our lifeguards and our aquatic staff are all certified. Our aquatics director and assistant aquatics director have been with us for over 10+ years each, and they're all back. Your child will receive an individualized instruction, one-on-one, or which, if they're basic beginners or intermediates, you'll be able to get a written evaluation from them from our aquatic staff on how they're doing. We do water safety tests at the beginning of every week. So if your child is brand new and hasn't swam since last year, we will make sure that we have no regression. We will be checking on their evaluation, their level, and then we'll be working one-on-one with them. And one of the reasons why our swim program at ESF is one of the best around is because we don't group children according to their ability level in the pool. We're actually working directly one-on-one with them so that they can advance faster and make great progress in the pool. There's lots of camps who have private lessons afterwards and things like that. We don't believe in that. We believe really in providing quality instruction during the day to our campers during the swim period, which is really important. And our aquatics program is really designed for our mini campers, our day campers, our sports campers, and our senior camp. We don't have swimming part of our major camp curriculum just because of the amount of programming that we do throughout the day for our major campers. But other than that, all of our other camps, the day camp, sports camp, and senior camp and mini camp will have swimming on a daily basis. So stay tuned for our exciting announcement for our pool, which we'll be making very soon. Also new for Devon Prep and ESF, we will be offering our Junior 76ers camp during the week of August 5th through the 8th. Monday through Thursday from 9 to 3. We're very excited about this because this was something that we weren't able to do at Episcopal Academy just because of logistics and space, but we're able to do at Devon Prep this summer. And it really will provide our campers who are basketball enthusiasts a chance to really play a sport that they love with the experts. And so our Junior 76ers program every year has been sold out in various locations around the Delaware Valley area. And we're very excited to be also collaborating with the Devon Prep coaching staff as well, who is from the Catholic League, one of the best teams in the Catholic League. And your child, if they want to get better at basketball, boys or girls, will have the chance to do so this summer for that week. I'm going to pass it over to Susan, who will talk about our extended day program, Club OT.
Great. Thanks, Michael. So for our Club OT extended day, we do offer families the opportunity to drop off their campers before the camp day starts and after the camp day ends. So we can start as early as 7:30 a.m. Our staff will be there to greet your child. The drop-off is very easy, and then we can stay as late as 6 p.m. That is through the registration form, and you can have the option of signing up for Club OT while you're registering, or if you're not undecided, you can always come back at a later time before camp starts and let us know that you're interested in Club OT, but that's an optional choice during the registration process. During Club OT, campers are divided into groups by age. So they will have a variety of activities in the afternoon after the camp day is over, 3 o'clock. the children will transition into their groups. They'll have a snack in the afternoon, and then they get right to the activities that they want to do. Again, there's a variety: sports, games, crafts. Some children like quiet time, reading. You see there the book club, and a lot more that's offered on a daily basis. And as far as the pre-registration I just mentioned, it is through the registration process. So if you're not certain at this time, you can always come back later before camp starts and let us know that you are interested in adding the extended day option to your camper's registration. As far as transportation goes, we do have an optional transportation section in our registration form as well. We are at this time taking interest in these areas listed: Newtown Square, Media, Paoli, Berwyn, and Wayne. And we are also measuring this, collecting the data on the interest level at each of these locations. The campers will be transported daily to our local pool for swimming also as part of the transportation. And again, with the transportation, there will be on a daily basis, community stops that are going to be available. Designated stops will be assigned as we get closer to the camp season beginning. And then we'll be in touch with you. Any questions related to busing, feel free to reach out to us. At the end of this presentation, you'll have a contact information as well, and we can answer more questions related to transportation. But we're
Susan,
super excited to be able to offer this service to our families.
Susan, I just want to add, which I failed to say, which I apologize because we've had 2 questions about this. So our campers would be transported daily to our local pool for swimming with our staff on it on a daily basis with a certified bus driver and a certified bus, which would always be with our staff. And we're, like I said, we're just minutes away. So we're pretty excited about that. And if you have any specific questions about that, feel free to reach out to us.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. Yes, we always have the bus monitors on the bus with the children and staff, always. That's part of our safety. As far as another optional service we provide is our optional lunch program. So many of our families choose this as a convenience. They get a break in the summertime, and instead of packing that lunch every day, they have an option to purchase lunch. This is an example of a lunch menu. These menus become available probably in May as we get closer to the camp season. But this is just an example of some of the offerings, the choices that are provided. Healthy lunches, nothing is fried. We try to make the lunches as healthy as possible for our campers. And again, this is a favorite among parents because it does give them that break from making their child's lunch. And I think as far as alternate options, you probably can't see the fine print, but we really do a great job. You sign up for the lunch program, and there is a selection for a particular day that doesn't meet your child's needs. We are able to have an alternate option available through our food service provider. As far as our enrollment tips, when to enroll, we are right now in our winter promo. So it's exciting time to sign up now before our standard rates kick in March 1st. Currently, we have a 2.5% off our standard rates. And also, spots are filling up. So it's a great time right now to get in, secure your spot, and save. And we have many more ways of saving also. In addition to our winter promo, we have our multi-week savings, which gives parents an opportunity to save even more. The more you go, the more you save is our philosophy. And I think we're one of the very few camps that offer that to our families. We also have sibling discounts as well. And then we have a great program, which is our referral program. This is another favorite of our camp families. Refer a friend, refer a neighbor, refer a family member. This program is really very well loved among our camp alumni families year after year. The more families you refer, the more you save for the future, for the next season. So again, great program to be involved in. And as far as the process itself, we do make the enrollment process as easy as possible. You know, going to our website, choosing the program finder, and then selecting the interests that your campers have brings you right to our registration process. So all you have to do is select the weeks, select the programs your children are interested in, and then it brings you to our registration process, which is some questions to answer before you get to checkout. We are at headquarters and available. Our camp specialists are available to answer any questions you have along the way. And we also provide a phone number and a contact number if there are any questions during the registration process as well. Again, our goal is to make it as easy as possible for you. And just a reminder, the winter promo ends February 29th. I just want to throw that in there. It's coming quickly, so I had to pitch that. As far as wait lists go for ESF, we see year-over-year wait lists. Another reason why we encourage our families to register early. Last year, we had an unprecedented number of campers on the wait list, and we never like to see that because we want to make sure every camper has an opportunity to get into the program that they want. So our enrollment is limited. And again, this month is where we see a big uptick in parents wanting to check that off their list and have their children secured for the summer. So again, February 29th at midnight is when our winter promo ends. And hopefully that you'll be able to use this time to sign up if you haven't done so yet. Secure your child's summer plans with ESF would be awesome. And then thank you so much for joining us. Here are the details and how you can contact us. We have an admissions email address that is always being monitored. Feel free to reach out to us. I know there are probably some questions that are still coming through that we were answering during the presentation. But if you think of anything after this presentation, please feel free to call us at the number provided, the 610-688-3298 number. Many of our camp specialists are there all day long, wanting to answer your questions, and then also through email if that's easier. Visit our website, esfcamps.com/Devon. And then you could also follow us on social media. We have a lot to follow about as we get ready for our camp season. So love to hear from you, and we're here to help you learn more about us.
Thank you, Susan. We have a few great questions that our families have asked. So one question that we've had from a few parents is, if we're interested in sports lab, does my child play one sport per day? And the answer is no. We're covering 2 sports a day, and there's no need to bring any type of equipment or supplies, except if your child has a special baseball glove that they like to use when we play baseball. Those sports are announced the day before, so that we'll remind the campers if baseball will be tomorrow. We'll also have a calendar that you'll be able to have that'll know which sport is when. We have different theme days in sports labs, so you'll know when the World League is, when the baseball home run event is, things like that. But no, you will not have to purchase any additional equipment whatsoever, except for the baseball glove if your child has a special one. And if not, we will have those supplies as well. Another question that came up is that, do you is your swimming program one-on-one? And the answer is yes. For our basic beginner campers, depending upon what age they are in mini day camp, sports camp, and senior camp, there is a one-to-one ratio, except when that child gets to a kind of a certain level where they are now swimming very well on their own. They've gone through different stages, which they'll be receiving evaluations for with different ribbons that they will receive. Generally, we will have our campers, if they're with us for around 4 weeks, they would have gone up 2 different levels just from our swim program. If they're with us for 6 weeks, it's usually 3 levels. If they're with us for the more or less the entire summer, we usually try to make a pretty big progression of anywhere from 3 levels to 4 levels, depending upon your child's age. So you will definitely see some great advancement in swimming for your children. And that ratio is very low based on your child's age and their ability level. But as they get to that 4th or 5th level, that's when that ratio may turn into 2-to-1 versus 1-to-1 or 3-to-1, depending upon their age and their ability level. Our campers always stay within their same group of, even though there may be different levels, because they're never taken out and put in another group where there's mixtures. It's always age appropriate in every activity that we do at camp, in each activity, including swimming. Another question came up, is could we see Devon Prep? Will there be a live open house on the premise? And the answer is yes. We will be making that announcement soon. We're just working with Devon Prep and the team of when that date will be. We'll most likely have between 1 and 2 opportunities for our families to come and check out the new facilities before the first day of camp, which we're really excited about. Susan, is there any other questions that may have been popped up while I was talking and answering some?
I'm checking them here, Michael. I mean, we had some great questions. I mean, the themes were all about swimming, ratios, and the open house, if they're going to have any in person. Let me just do another scan real quick here.
I see that there is a question about does the camp work with children with special needs? The answer is yes, but there's an assessment that we do first. I have a sister with cerebral palsy. I also have a child with a special need. So I've kind of lived my entire life really with an inclusion program that we've always offered at ESF since 1982. So, but what we do is we would actually have a discussion with you as the parent to learn a little bit more about your child, what their special need could be, if they're in an inclusion program or they're not, if they have an aid or if they do not. And we would make an assessment based on their experience at if they've ever even experienced camp before. So that is something that we would have that discussion in advance with Susan and our team. And then we would actually do kind of a trial run for the family for 2 weeks. And if it works, great, then they would be able to extend in the future. We see this inclusion program as something that's extremely beneficial to all of our campers because it's an important theme. You know, what makes us different makes us beautiful, and it's something that at ESF we've done it from the inception. So we're really proud about our program and what we do for children with special needs at times too. Any other questions, Susan?
Just scanning here. Let's see. Transportation, I think we hit on that as far as transportation for swimming came up.
Yep. So we have bus monitors. We have our camp counselors, so that your child's counselor or coach be on that bus. It would be only exclusively to their group. It's a small group that would be going each back and forth versus loads of children. And we have done this before at another one of our campsites, and it's been very successful. And it's a seamless transition. And like I said, the pool would be less than 4 minutes away, which we're so excited about. And we'll be making that announcement soon.
And the second part of that question was if kindergarten and first grade students swim, and of course, yes, they'll have instructional swim daily. And typically it's Monday through Thursday. Paul, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but Monday through Thursday, we have the instructional swim with recreation on Friday for those grade levels.
And the pool that we have, which is great, it's a full-size pool, but it also allows our youngest preschool campers to be able to stand in the shallow end, and also allows our senior campers, or the oldest ones, or the bigger ones, you know, when they swim at their specific time, to be able to be challenged in a deeper end as well as a shallow end as well. All right, I want to thank you so much for taking the time tonight to join us. And as Susan mentioned, if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to give us a call tomorrow. We're here to make sure that we provide you with all the details to make your summer extraordinary for your child and for you as a parent. We really appreciate you taking the time to meet with us tonight, and we look forward to sharing with you an incredible summer at Devon Prep and ESF. So we're looking forward to it. Thanks again for attending. And again, if you have any questions, call us anytime. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.